Suspected scammer Justin Godsey facing federal charges. 8 News is taking action, digging into a different business venture he's associated with.
Following hundreds of complaints against Justin Godsey. Could suspected scammer Justin Godsey
put that on the news?
Godsey now facing federal charges of fraud and money laundering.
All right, before we start, let me put this disclaimer out here because this one is going to get very icky. This video is for information and commentary purposes only. All claims are based on publicly available information scoured all over the internet. The content of this video is presented for public awareness and educational purposes only. This is not intended to defame or harass any individuals, and all viewers are encouraged to do their own research and come to their own conclusions. And with that said, it looks like one of the most infamous names in the Diecast Reseller community is trying to make a comeback, and that is King. And some of you guys may already know this, but this is probably one of the worst rated diecast resellers on the internet. Now, this is not a competitor knock or anything like that. Like I said earlier, this is all just information I found on the internet and I've compiled it for you so that you can review. But how did this all begin? Long before he entered the diecast community, Justin Godsey was already a name whispered in these corners of the internet, often linked with the brand called Sneakfoot. A few years ago, Godsey pleaded not guilty to 11 federal charges, including fraud and money laundering. Arrested in his local county, he was then released with very specific terms not to sell anything online. But even with that rule, he decided to continue to sell things online through his diecast website. Ultimately, in August of 2023, he pleaded guilty to federal wire fraud, and the total amount stolen during his time with Sneakfoot was almost $900,000. The government revealed that a lot of this money was used on personal luxuries and even a Lamborghini. And after that, he was sent to prison for a total of 27 months. And he's quietly making his return to his diecast brand, King. But how exactly do you think he'll be able to achieve that with that kind of history? Did he learn his lesson? Is this the redemption arc that he is hoping for? But since this is a diecast channel, let's quickly rewind to King and the diecast community, because this is where a lot of diecast collectors noticed that something was off. We can start with the King Facebook page. As of right now, the reviews often tab, if you go and check that out, it's been completely erased. There are literally 0 reviews there. However, I've come prepared, and back a year or so ago, this page actually had a total of almost 51 reviews. It didn't have a very bad rating. It was like a 3.9 out of 5, right? So a 4.0 out of 5. And this could be due to the fact that maybe this was the first place that he started to sell diecast products, and so a lot of the reviews were favorable. But a lot of them also read like this: King is nothing but a massive ripoff scam. I have orders dating back to 2022 that were never fulfilled, adding up to a total of approximately $600. There's another one here. Do not buy. Owner Justin Godsey is a scam artist. He's been arrested. Look at all the reviews on other sites and you'll see all the people he scammed. And the list goes on and on. Late shipments, vanishing orders, refunds not being done. But it doesn't actually stop here. Let's see what other online sources are saying. Now, this is one of my favorite Facebook groups on the internet. This is the Diecast Reference Checks Facebook group. I'll put a link down in the description so you can check it out. So it's no surprise that you'll see a post on here about King with over 96 replies on this thing, dating back to about June 2023 timeframe, with one user stating that this was an Ignition Direct web-only product. Retail was also $380. Wholesalers never got this item or the opportunity to buy it. Sorry for your bad experience. Seems to be the norm with this seller. Another person saying, I don't know what to do for my refund. I've been waiting since December for a pretty large pre-order. So the interesting thing about this post is that supposedly King was selling a diorama from a brand called Ignition Model, where, as you just noticed, was selling for a retail of $380. Somehow he was able to get it for $100, which is way below wholesale pricing, and there's just no way in heck that he would be able to get that. And it got so bad with this one that this ultimately made Tommy King have to temporarily shut down the website. And even at the BBB, which netted Tommy King to be a 1 out of 5 rating with 11 reviews and a total of 29 complaints. And here was just one taste of what a Better Business Bureau rating looked like. They took $364.60 from me and keep running me in circles with lies. They shut down 2 websites and keep claiming they're issuing refunds. This is a huge scam. I've emailed, called, gone every route. It's obvious what game their play is. Can't wait till this kills their entire livelihood. And even on the Google Maps business profile page, even on Yelp, you can see some of the reviews rating it as a 1.3 out of 5 with a total of 23 reviews, and at the time only 2 were a positive review. And some of the reviews from there read as follows: horrible communication, trash company, don't waste your money here, you won't get your order or refund. I've been trying to get my refund for months with no updates or even the product being delivered that I purchased back in November of 2022. But some of my favorite are the ones from Reddit, which there is a whole plethora of Reddit threads up there, and some of them read as follows: definitely not the highest rated diecast company in the US like the website claims. I'm glad I have a credit card that refunded me the $130 I wasted on this con artist. He dodged all questions, blamed it on bad wholesaler. Moz Entertainment says it all. He has all the time in the world to BS, but no time to ship product. Zero integrity. Tommy King is a complete waste of time. Please look elsewhere. And even this one, if they put in half the effort they did in getting bad reviews removed into actually shipping product, they wouldn't have to worry about the bad reviews. But with all that diecast history, Tommy King has finally resurfaced under the new guise TommyKing.shop. But once you get to the website, you're graced with a free shipping over $15 orders, which is actually quite surprising because I'm not sure how the margins would work on that after you pay shipping fees. But let me read this one straight off the website about their new shipping initiative. After a long pit stop, we're back, and not just back. We rebuilt, retuned, and ready to fly. The new Tommy King online shop is now live at TommyKing.shop, and we are launching with something collectors are going to appreciate right out the gate. Our new shipped within 24 hours guaranteed. We've heard the feedback, we've owned the missteps, and we're making serious changes that matter to serious collectors. This is a new chapter of Tommy King. Isn't just a fresh coat of paint, it's a whole new engine. Well, that's actually a mouthful about them wanting to make amends about the past, but I'm not sure if a new website and new shipping initiative is going to actually fix the person involved with this type of business. What do you think happened to all those outstanding orders that used to be on the old website? Personally, there's nothing here that can convince me otherwise to start shopping with somebody like this, but I leave that up to you. I'll see you guys in the next video.